Arlen Specter, United States Senate. Whenever I begin a speech with the time limitation, I make it a practice to conspicuously take off my watch and place it on the podium to give the organizers and the audience a false sense of security that I will abide by the time limits. My big idea is to organize a million-person march on the Mall of the Capitol to be within hearing distance of the White House so that the federal government will adequately fund the National Institutes of Health and permit federal funding to be used for embryonic stem cell research so that scientists may move unencumbered to use their imagination and their ideas and their creativity to eradicate or at least alleviate cancer and heart disease and Parkinson's and scleroderma and every other known malady. Senator Tom Harkin and I on the Appropriations Subcommittee for Health have led the way to increase NIH funding from $12 to $29 billion, but recently there have been cuts. The National Cancer Institute last year was cut by $50 million. It's unacceptable in a federal budget of $2.9 trillion to have only $29 billion for NIH. Similarly, we have twice passed stem cell research legislation to authorize the use of federal funds. Twice it has been vetoed. There are 110 million Americans who are affected directly or indirectly with these maladies. And a march on the White House, a march on the Mall, really on the White House, could make a difference. In 1970, President Nixon declared war on cancer, and had we pursued that war with the same intensity we have pursued other wars, cancer would have been cured. And I wouldn't have gotten Hodgkin's last year. I've got a minute left, Walter. So I'm going to be just a little personal. A chemotherapy is a rugged process, and one of the consequences is that you lose your hair. And I was very obvious in my loss of hair because I was on TV so much with the confirmation hearings of Roberts and Alito. You practically see it fall out follicle by follicle. Suddenly there was more interest in my hairstyle than there was in my public policy positions. One suggested that I wear a wig. I discarded that idea. Another was to shave my head, become a sex symbol like David Bradley. Excuse me, David, but what's so funny about my becoming a sex symbol? But I didn't do that because I wasn't qualified, and my wife Joan objected to it. But this idea can be activated, and it would be a tremendous force unleashing scientific creativity on the maladies from which we suffer today. Thank you.